As a child, I was always curious, especially about nature. I used to roam in the forest, picking mushroom, plucking figs. The inspiration for me has always come from all this natural environment where I have grown up, My name is Naga. I am a traditional artist, designer, and I like to call myself a farmer as well. I was studying apparel design in NIFT Hyderabad, and I started tattooing from my first year of college. So it was my other friend who had just seen somebody get tattoo, and he got inspired. And because he is not an artist, he came to me and proposed the idea that maybe we should explore this different form of art called tattoo. So while doing some research on internet, I come across one photo of a Konyak man with a full face tattoo, and it just changed everything for me, because as a tattoo artist who is aware of other tattoo cultures from other parts of the world, it was completely it shook me, like how come, like I never knew. I spent the next 4 years just studying theoretically through websites and books, but it was only in 2012 when I felt like now I'm ready to go and meet the elders, men and women who have tattoos, who have lived that life, Earlier I was scared because I always felt like I don't know enough. From there I started going and meeting the elders. One of the best tattoo artists, who also happens to be the queen of one of Konyak village, she agreed to tattoo us. It's a small little pattern on my chest, but the most valuable tattoo. The process of doing the tattoo, because also it was done in the village, right, where there is no sound. And elders with tattoos were there to look, to witness it. And when she started tattooing, I just tried to absorb everything around, On the same day, my friend Pejin also got tattooed by her. So while tattooing her, Pite gave me the tools, saying that she is too old to do this, she can't see properly, and she stretched for me, and I was the one who is tapping. So I think more than me getting the tattoo, I think it was the handing over, the transition, or passing on the tools. I think that was the most important part of the whole process for me, So I had made up my mind long before I got my tattoo that if I ever do traditional Naga tattooing, then it was only going to be after I receive it and when it is passed on. So for so long I never picked up the tool, or never even tried to, because I wanted to be real. I wanted it to be authentic. I wanted to experience it first. And even today I plan to do that only in the hills, in the village, where our ancestors practice this art form, where the spirit of our ancestor roams, So I refuse to do it, anywhere outside our Naga territory. And that is why I'm building this place called the Tattoo Village. I hope to finish building this tattoo village and start functioning it so that I can invite and host artists from different parts of the world, Nagas from different parts, to come learn. Back in the days, our aesthetics came from the immediate natural surrounding. Living in the nature in the hills, I want to re-establish, reconnect, and help others to join the movement. So that is my plan to reclaim our aesthetics and our art and design and our expression. Yeah. Decolonize, basically. So Naga tattooing experience is very different. The art is not mine, it doesn't belong to me. I'm getting inspired and I'm reinterpreting it, and I use these symbols and motifs as a script, as a symbolic script, as a symbolic language. So every time I do a Naga tattoo, we sit for a long consultation. So we talk about the Naga people, their culture, their aesthetics, their way of life, basically. And the person who comes to get a tattoo also doesn't know what he or she is going to get. I also don't know, right? Through the consultation, we will find out what is it that she's going to get, So that way, it's a very different experience altogether. We stopped tattooing at a time, long time ago, when we were not aware, we were forced to leave it. So I felt like it was very important somebody take up this work of documenting and learning about it, and with the role of research and promotion, I also learned to play the role of protection. And the more I went into it, the deeper, it went, and it reached a point where now it is a lifelong project. Initially, I gave myself 5 years in the beginning, but the journey and the subject is such that, it's taken everything of me. So my entire time, my entire years, and in fact, more than a decade now, it's been about understanding tattoos. After many years, about 3 years ago, I started understanding. I could look back and I could trace the journey. It did not begin when I came across the cognac face on the internet. I traced it back till the time when I was maybe in class 1. Today, when people ask me, how did you choose tattoo? I did not choose. I learned that it chose me. And it chose me, and it prepared me even way before when I did not know.